Hello and welcome to my channel Study with Pradipto. Today I will discuss Introduction to Machine Learning question set 3. Previously I uploaded two videos where I discussed some concepts and some questions in this course. Okay. So if you watch those videos, then after that this session will help you in some ways. Okay. So after this video, I will tell you how you will take final preparation for the final exam. Okay. So just a few days left before the final exam. So final preparation strategy, you follow these days and you will surely pass the exam. Okay. So please don't skip this video. Watch it till the end. So today's first question is, in a three-class classification problem using linear regression, the output vectors for three data points are 0.8, 0.3, and minus 0.1. Okay. Now, second output vectors is 0.2, 0.6, 0.2. These questions I take from the assignment. Okay. So, in these questions, you find that there is three output vectors. This is vectors number 1, this is vector number 2, this is vector number 3. Okay. Now, how you will answer this question? Okay. So in these vectors, in the first vectors, the largest element is 0.8. Okay. This one is present, means in the position 1, this largest number present. Okay. Now, in the second vector, 0.6 is the largest, which is present in element number 2. In the third vector, 0.7 is the largest element, which is present in the position 3. So in the third vector, 0.7 present in position 3. Okay. So 1, 2, and 3. Okay. So our answer will be option D. Okay. So in this way, we can solve these answers. Okay. Now, same questions you will find here. In a three-class classification problem, linear regression, the output vectors for three data points are 0.3, 0.8, minus 0.1, and 0.6, 0.2, minus 0.2, and minus 0.1, 0.4, 0.7. Okay. So pause my video and try to answer these questions on yourself. Okay. Then you will see how I will solve this problem. Okay. Now, if you've done this, now see, in the first vectors, 0.8 is the largest, okay, which is present in position 2. In these vectors, 0.6 is the largest, which is present in position 1. And in these vectors, 0.7 is the largest, which is present in position 3. So 2, 1, 3. So option B will be my answer. Okay. Next questions. In the previous session, this question came in one assignment. So it is an important question because this question came in the final exam. Okay. So for a two-class classification problem, we use an SVM classifier and obtain the following separating hyperplane. We have marked 4 instances of the training data and identify the point which will have the most impact on the shape of the boundary. So here, this is the shape of the boundary. Okay, this red line is the shape of the boundary. Okay, so in this point, that means this is 1 point, this is 1 point, this is 1 point, and this is 1 point. So between these 4 points, we have to select 1 point that will have the most impact on the shape. So we know that the nearest point have the most impact. Okay, this is the nearest point 1. So this point will have the most impact on the shape. Okay. So from this option 1, 2, 3, 4, we have to select this one. Okay. This is the reason. Now, next question. Consider a soft margin SVM with a linear kernel and no slack variables trained on n data points. So that means the data points we have to train is n data points. Okay. The number of support vectors returned is k. By adding one extra points. By adding one extra points mean our data points is n. So adding one extra points means n plus 1. Okay. Now, to the data sets and retraining the classifier, that means we have to again retrain this classifier. What is the maximum possible number of support vectors that can be returned? Okay, n plus 1. Like we have to remember that if we add one extra point to the data set and retrain the classifier, the maximum number of support vectors will be train data point plus 1. So this is the train data point and we add one extra point, so n plus 1. Okay, so this will be our options, n plus 1. Okay, option C. Now, next questions. Consider a feed-forward neural network that performs regression on p-dimensional input to produce a scalar output. It has m hidden layers, and each of these layers has k hidden units. What will be the total number of trainable parameter in the network? So these 5 are my options. Okay. Now between these we have to select. So please remember this is the answers. Okay. So in this place we can also add one q because always the value of the q will be 1. Okay. You remember this, the number of edges between the input layers is pk. Please remember this one. Okay. And what is p, what is m? Here p is the number of input, m is the number of hidden layers, k is the number of hidden units. Okay. So please remember this thing. In the next questions it will help us. Next questions. How many trainable parameters does a feed-forward neural network contain for regression on a 3D input? Okay. 3D input means p value is 3. Okay. Now to generate a single scalar output with 4 hidden layers, each consists 10 hidden units. Bus terms are disregarded. Okay. Now total number of parameters is, we know from the previous questions, that pk plus m minus 1 k square plus qk. Told you in the previous questions that please remember this. P is the number of neurons in the input layers. Okay. 3D inputs, so p value is 3. K is the number of neurons in the hidden units. So 10 hidden units is there, means k is 10. Okay. Now 4 hidden layers. So what is m? Number of hidden layers. So this 4 is m. Okay. Now q is always 1. Okay. So put this value here. So if you put this value, then you will get 3 into 10 plus 4 minus 1 into 10 square plus 1 into 10. So our answer will be 340. So this equation you remember. Okay. And all the thing, that is what is p, what is m, what is k, and q is always 1. Okay. So 340 will be our answers. Okay. Now next question is, if the step size in gradient descent is too large, what can happen? Okay. So answer will be B. That means the model will not converge. Okay. So these things we have to remember. This is not a numerical questions. So we have to remember this. The model will not converge. Okay. This is the one important question. Now the last layer of ANN is linear for regression and softmax for classification. So option C will be our answers. Now I will tell how you will prepare for this 4 or 5 days left for the exam. Okay. Now coming to the NPTEL Swayam website, you click this, go to course. Okay. Now here you will find one tab, that is problem solving session July 2024. Okay. Go there and here you will find problem solving sessions recording. Okay. Now problem solving sessions recording, you will find that click here. Okay. So click it. Now an Excel sheet will come in front of you. Okay. So in this Excel sheet, there are 3 presentation folder link. Okay. So go there. You will find some PDF. Okay. Just open one of the PDF. You will find some questions there. Okay. So please do these questions. If you're not able to answer any questions, then please go through the video solution. Okay. The video is also there. So please go through it. Please do all the questions here and all the assignment questions. Okay. Most of the questions will come from your assignment questions. Okay. And the other questions will come from these PDFs. Okay. Here you will find one PDF. In the below sections, you will find another PDF presentation folder link. Okay. After opening this folder link, you will find some PPTs. Okay. So after opening these PPTs, you will find the questions here. Okay. And some concepts, this type of questions you will find. Okay. Now please do these questions. Now after doing this many things, you will surely able to pass the exam. So 2 things you have to do these 4 or 5 days. All the assignment questions you see and solve the questions and these PDFs. Okay. So thank you. If you get some help from my video, then please subscribe my channel. So see you in the next video.